District 48 State Senator Mark Messmer's legislation is now moving ahead. More on that. Plus, Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner is on deck for tonight's edition of Monday with the Mayor, and host Bill Potter brings us another episode of Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We begin tonight with tragedy out of Pike County. A northern Kentucky man killed in a three-vehicle accident along State Road 64 just a few miles west of the DuBois-Pike County line Saturday. In a news release, Pike County Sheriff's deputies say 56-year-old Patrick Montgomery of Owensboro was going eastbound on State Road 64 at the crest of a hill near County Road 650 East just before 2:55 on Saturday afternoon. Deputies say Montgomery attempted to pass an eastbound semi on the hill crest, but failed to see a westbound semi coming right at him, and the two vehicles collided head-on. The eastbound semi was also caught up in this accident. Montgomery was pronounced dead at the scene. Both semi-drivers refused medical treatment. State Road 64 was closed for 5 hours on Saturday afternoon and evening as the crash scene was cleared. Indiana State Police, the Pike County Coroner's Office, Pike County EMS, and the DuBois County Hazardous Materials Team, along with others, all assisted. A report of a car carrying drugs led to authorities arresting a Huntingburg man early this morning. At around 4 a.m., Huntingburg police received a tip about a vehicle. Police then set up to watch for the reported white Toyota passenger car with a Kentucky license plate. The vehicle arrived in Huntingburg just after 5 o'clock this morning, according to police. Officers then followed the vehicle as it went northbound off of US 231 onto South Chestnut Street. The vehicle was stopped in the 300 block after police say the driver was caught going more than 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. After stopping the vehicle, officers called for the DuBois County Sheriff's Department K-9 unit. Officers were told a short time after that an alert had been put out for the vehicle. The driver, 25-year-old James Clements, then admitted to police that there were drugs in the vehicle. Police confirmed Clements' story when they found methamphetamine and a used glass pipe. Clements was then arrested and lodged in the DuBois County Security Center. He faces a level 6 felony for possessing methamphetamine and a Class A misdemeanor for possession of paraphernalia. District 48 State Senator Mark Messmer's legislative agenda is pushing forward. Messmer says two bills in particular are making the most progress. The first bill, which was aimed at the propane industry, passed out of the Senate Committee on Civil Law this past Tuesday by a 5-1 vote. The bill was then amended Thursday. The bill, known as Senate Bill 361, is designed to provide a defense to liability for propane suppliers. The bill states that if a customer makes any unreasonable change, such as tampering with LP lines, disabling the safety feature on an appliance, and using gas grills indoors, the liability will shift to the consumer rather than to the company. Messmer says the goal is to protect companies from unnecessary legal troubles.
Currently, natural gas suppliers, their liability stops at the meter. But LP suppliers, their liability stops where the vent products go, out the wall or out the roof. So this kind of just equalizes propane and natural gas suppliers, and doesn't mean they're exempt from liability if something they do is at fault. But if you do something to your LP system and do it without their authorization, if they come in and look at what you've done and sign off on it, then the liability is on them.
Messmer says the bill will likely pass out of the full Senate and the House this week. The second Messmer bill that passed in the last week was Senate Bill 336. This one is designed to clear up potential difficulties with library board appointments. The bill states that if a library district located in one township and part of a city were to expand into two other townships located only within the city, library board appointments would not change. Messmer says that bill came about after issues with appointments to the Jasper Public Library Board were brought to his attention.
They want to be able to bring all the city limits into the library district, which would pull in the Madison Township and Boone Township areas into the Jasper Library Board. But to bring those areas in as current code would require, there's an appointment by the Bainbridge Township Advisory Board and one by the City Council that if they brought those areas in under the current code, those two groups would have lost their ability to appoint a member to the board.
Senate Bill 336 has passed out of the full Senate. It's now in the Indiana House, awaiting that chamber's approval. Officials with the Indiana Department of Transportation have announced a public hearing for upcoming work on an Ohio River bridge in Perry County. The department is hosting an open house and formal presentation on the Bob Cummings Lincoln Trail Bridge project coming up next Tuesday, February 17th. The hearing gets underway at 6 o'clock Central Time in the Cannelton Community Center. The open house portion runs from 6 till 6:30 p.m. and then at 6:30, NDOT officials will give a formal presentation on the project. Now, during the open house, NDOT officials will be available to answer questions and show off the plans for the project. There will also be project maps and other displays made available. Now, the work on the bridge is being done under two separate contracts. The first is a bridge rehabilitation contract, which will see structural repairs done to the bridge. The other contract governs cleaning and painting of the entire bridge end to end. Work for both contracts is expected to get underway this year. NDOT says the bridge will remain open during work, but will be down to just one lane of traffic with stoplights placed along the way and set up to accommodate traffic flow on either end of the bridge. During the winter months, NDOT says the bridge will be returned to 2 lanes of traffic. The bridge currently takes State Road 237 across the Ohio River, connecting Cannelton and Tell City with Hawesville, Kentucky. It was first opened in December of 1966 after more than 2 years of construction. It was named in honor of former Cannelton News editor Bob Cummings in November of 1974. NDOT has created a web page for public updates on the project, and you can go online to keep up with that progress. And as we head to break this evening, this past weekend it turned out to be a successful one for our friends at the Dubois County Humane Society. Yesterday, DCHS hosted a microchipping clinic for pets all across the area. In all, the society fitted 187 dogs and cats with the microchips, which are designed to link pets with their owner's contact information. The chip is stored with a unique identification number through 24 Pet Watch, which the Humane Society says makes it more likely that your pet returns to you safely and quickly. Denny Spinner is coming up after the break with Monday with the Mayor.